News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Nathan Hager.
And I'm Karen Moskow.
Well, Karen, this could be a big week on the economic front, specifically economic personnel. President Trump says he will announce a new Federal Reserve governor and a new jobs data statistician in the coming days. On Friday, one of the Fed's 7 governors, Adriana Kugler, said she intends to step down early. On his way back from a weekend in Bedminster, New Jersey, the president said he'll fill Kugler's seat soon.
I have a couple of people in mind. I'll be announcing somebody for the filling of the person that left. A woman left, as you know, who was a Biden appointment, either Biden or Obama, but I think a Biden appointment. And she left early, and I think she left because she agreed with me on interest rates, and yet they were on the other side of the ballpark, right? So I'll be announcing that probably over the next couple of days.
Now, President Trump's claim that Adriana Kugler agreed with him on interest rates does not align with her past public comments. With her departure, the president does have the opportunity to appoint a governor who more closely aligns with his preference to lower interest rates.
Well, Nathan, the changes on the Fed board come as a major negative revision to jobs data has upended views on the weakness of the labor market. The revised figures make the past 3 months the worst for job creation since the pandemic. And the report, and after it, the White House fired the Bureau of Labor Statistics boss Erica McIntyre. White House National Economic Council Director Kevin Hasset says the firing was because the revision was poorly explained.
The president wants his own people there so that when we see the numbers, they're more transparent and more reliable. And if there are big changes and big revisions, we expect more big revisions for the jobs data in September, for example, then we want to know why. We want people to explain it to us.
Kevin Hasset made the comments on NBC's Meet the Press, and you can catch the program every Sunday right here on Bloomberg Radio.
This morning, Karen, workers at Boeing's St. Louis area defense factories are on strike for the first time in almost 3 decades. The walkout by almost 3,200 machinists comes after union members rejected the company's modified contract offer. Julie Johnson covers Boeing for Bloomberg News.
Boeing Defense and Space has built fighter jets in St. Louis for a very long time. They also support some of the commercial jet programs out of there, but it's primarily military aircraft. And munitions and missiles are also built there.
Bloomberg's Julie Johnson says Boeing's offer would have raised wages by 20% and boosted retirement contributions. The last time the union went on strike was 1996. That stoppage lasted 99 days. This morning, shares of Boeing are down 0.5%.
In Europe, Nathan, UBS shares are down about 0.7%. The Swiss banking group agreed to pay $300 million to settle a mortgage-related case with the U.S. Department of Justice. And we go to London and get the latest at Bloomberg's Caroline Hepker.
It's another item ticked off UBS's list of legal issues, partly inherited from Credit Suisse, the bank that it rescued in 2023. In a statement, UBS says this $300 billion payment will resolve all the outstanding payments from a settlement that was reached in 2017 from residential mortgage-backed securities dating back to 2006-07. UBS says that it expects this to have a positive impact on its third quarter results as it will be able to release a contingency liability. The agreement closes UBS's biggest U.S. legal headache. In London, Caroline Hepker, Bloomberg Radio.
Caroline, thank you. Now to the latest on trade. The U.S. and China have 8 days until their tariff truce expires. U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer is sounding cautiously optimistic after last week's talks in Stockholm. He says rare earths were a key topic of the discussions.
For the United States, we're focused on making sure that the flow of magnets from China to the United States and the adjacent supply chain can flow as freely as it did before the control. And I'd say we're about halfway there.
U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer tells CBS's Face the Nation it will be up to President Trump whether to extend the tariff truce with China beyond August 12th. Face the Nation can be heard every Sunday on Bloomberg Radio.
And that's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Karen Moskow.
I'm Nathan Hager, and this is Bloomberg.